Bitcoin is really close to touch $30,000, but I think it's time that we talk about altcoins, because altcoins will explode insanely to the upside and melt a lot of faces, and that's why I think we have to look at altcoin setups, even though we're also going to talk, of course, about Bitcoin. And we're going to position ourselves for the next move in the altcoins. Definitely stick around here if you want to hear more about that, and make sure that you are subscribed to the channel, like this video, and also activate the bell to never miss out on this important content. And now let's directly jump in and talk about the Bitcoin dominance, because the Bitcoin dominance is going up here insanely to the upside, while Bitcoin is getting close to touch $30,000. I see it here on my other screen on the side. So we have smashed through the 2 years resistance area, and now we are pushing for the next resistance zone at 52.16%. And I believe that for now, we might see the Bitcoin dominance stopping there, unless Bitcoin would go above $30,000 and continue to spike higher and higher and higher. Then we might break it and we go even higher. But if Bitcoin gets rejected around the 30K mark, then we should see at that level some sort of rejection. And then the Bitcoin dominance will come back down into that 50 to 51% area, most likely settle there, and then start breaking lower. And at the same time, Bitcoin will have its top all the way here, and then start going sideways or sideways up, while the altcoins will have then their moment. And that is the moment where we want to be prepared and be ready, and already having our positions for that moment when this is happening. When we are looking then at the Bitcoin CME chart, here something happened, what I was pointing out for quite a while now, that this CME gap was acting actually as a magnet, and we went all the way up here. Remember guys, I told you all the way down here, when we started to move away from this downward sloping resistance line, that most likely this area above here, that CME gap is most likely a CME gap that is acting as a magnet, and that we most likely visit that level first before we see any other levels being touched that have still gaps here on the CME chart. Now when we look at Bitcoin here also, I pointed multiple times out on the daily chart that the CPR levels are the levels that the price is gravitating to, and now we're even above these levels. And now the question is, of course, where are the next levels that we have to look out for? So I did a little bit work here already earlier. So here are the next CPR levels. So, and that is from $31,000 to $32,000. The potential area where the price is still gravitating to. And I believe if we come up here, that here potentially will be the top for now for Bitcoin, and that we either settle within that box or we go slightly down again under 30K, and then we come back up, and then we're going to break that box to the upside and continue like this. This is the most likely play, in my opinion, that we're going to see here for Bitcoin over the next coming days and weeks. And that will give us a really nice opportunity when we come back down here to long it to the upside. And also for you guys, if you missed it, you have another opportunity to long it from all the way there. Now on the 3-day chart, we clearly see that the falling wedge is broken. The RSI is above 51, and exactly what I told you guys, it was happening. When we went above 51% on the RSI, we saw a spike in the Bitcoin price to the upside, and I congratulate you if you were able to catch that trade as I was pointing it out, because that was a no-brainer once we went above 51%. Because here, listen really careful. This is working every single time when a coin goes over 51% on the RSI. The coin is always spiking when we are above 51%, no matter on which time frame. 51% equals pump. Remember that. Here on the 30 minutes chart, when we're looking at that, we see Bitcoin just smashing one resistance through the next one. So here was one at 29,381, and that would be the level that I would be personally looking at for a potential long entry if we retrace. And my stop loss would be basically here, so just slightly under it at $29,200. There would be my stop loss, maybe a little bit lower. So here at $29,140, $50, there would be my stop loss to potentially trade this from here all the way up into that zone that I just spoke about. If we for some reason roll over, go lower, and we break this upward sloping support line that we are trending on right now, then it's time to look for shorts. So let's say here, that is where we are breaking the downward sloping resistance line. Let's say the price comes here, goes like this, and then we break. That becomes your entry. $29,100 will become your entry, and then your stop loss is $29,381, and then we trade this to the downside. So now, if you would trade this to the upside on a retracement, let me show you quick. Because that is a really nice trade. So you look at this, 0.75 potential stop loss, 0.8%, and 8.9% profit to the upside. So here's a risk to reward ratio of 11.25 to 1, which is insane. So that means on 20x leverage, you can lose 16%, but you can make 170%. So that is a trade worth taking if the price action comes back and touches 29,381, and you want then to long this to the potential target to the upside. The same if we are shorting this, not as big as a profit, but it's still worth trading it. So, and that is, I would trade that to 27,700. Yeah, so here 0.88 would be the stop loss, and 4.71 would be the profit. So here risk to reward 5.36 to 1, also worth taking. And here again, 20x leverage, 17% on a stop loss that you lose, but potentially gain 107%. So also worth taking if it turns around. We have two setups that we can potentially trade here for Bitcoin, no matter in which way we are going. But I believe that most likely we see a small retracement back to that level here, and then Bitcoin goes on a tear to the upside. And if you want to trade with me together, guys, you can still do this by signing up on BYBIT. BYBIT is my preferred exchange where I like to trade. You also see that in my free Telegram group from the posts that I made this morning with all the profit out of our VIP trading group. Use my link here to get the bonus. $30,000 still available, and also really, really quick $50 and $20 for simple tasks that you can complete in a reward hub. And also on ASCENDEX, you still get $2,000 for signing up with the specific link here, and earn Bitcoin while you are trading on that platform, which is amazing, but only if you use my links here in the pinned comment and in the description below. And if you want to learn how to professionally trade and do exactly what I'm doing and seeing what I'm seeing in the charts, then definitely still sign up for my course that is coming out soon. Pre-register for it, but don't forget, this is not for free. This will cost money. I put months of work into that. I cannot do it for free. So, but you can still sign up for free right now, and then you will get notified once the course will be released. And I can tell you it will be this week. This week is the release of the course. So I hit the microphone, but it's still fine. Yeah, let me check here on the, no, there's nothing to talk about. Yeah, also nothing. So let's talk about altcoins right now. Here, Link, I think Link has still a lot of room to go here to the upside. We're about to break above that key resistance level of $5.43. We are already above it. The stochastic RSI has still a lot of room to go to the upside here until, yeah, tomorrow could be a day where we potentially start rolling over, like in 2 days. But we still need our a spike to happen here once we're going above 51%. And I think we're going to cross tonight 51% when we close the daily candle that we are seeing here right now in 8.5 hours. And then by tomorrow, I believe Link will spike here to the upside. And when I look at potential take profit zones, then these might be the zones to look at for Link. And look at this. From where the price is now to the first one is roughly 8%. And that's just on a daily chart. So then here 20. And that's, in my opinion, the most likely one to happen here. And then it could even extend to the top of the box to 42%, more or less. And then I believe over the next coming weeks that we're going to see that it goes all the way up here. Potentially end of July, August, around that area, I would say, from a time frame. And that is almost 100%. So that is 95% that we can make here over the next, let's say, 6 weeks, which is insane. So, but here, 20%, 1 or 2 days, in my opinion. It will take 1 or 2 days, then it will jump to 20% that we can bank here quite easy. And guys, I have already a Link trade open, and I'm gonna show you that I'm trading this. If you join my free Telegram, I'm gonna post it there that I have that trade actually running. And also here on DOT, here is a falling wedge. That DOT is in right now. I think it came from the weekly chart. Yeah, so here from the weekly chart. And we are about to form here a Morningstar pattern and also getting a stochastic RSI, a buy signal, if we stay price-wise as we are right now. So we are not above 51% yet. There's still a lot of room. I believe we're going to cross 51 when we are like at $5.50-ish, in my opinion, here on the weekly. So that can be next week, potentially. Could be still happening this week. We're going to see, but in my opinion, it's going to happen. And then once we are breaking out of the falling wedge, we have to look at potential targets for Link. One target would be all the way up here at $5.51. And then the next one would be slightly above that, here at $6.07 more or less. And then we have here this target, and then we have another one all the way up here. Yeah, basically this one. So, and if you are looking at where the price is right now, so you see here, it's a little bit less than 15.4%. This one would be 40%. And this one would be 68%. And this can happen really, really quickly. If you trade this only with a little bit of leverage, not a lot, trade it with like maximum 5x. So that is almost 80%. This is 200%. This is 340% in a matter of a couple of weeks. This can be life-changing money. If you have 20, 30K and you trade this, and let's say you only take it to 40% on 5x leverage, you double your money. So it's definitely worth it taking these trades here right now, of course, with proper risk management and a stop loss. And then here on INJ, injection protocol, there is also an insane coin. I'm trading this coin for a couple of weeks now, and it's insanely good to trade. Oh, it actually just hit my target. I should have kept my trade. I closed it earlier, but it's fine. So here we have this downward sloping resistance line. And once we are breaking it, I believe that the target will be the top that we had here, more or less, around $10. So I have actually to up it a little bit, so $10. I believe that will be the target that it will hit once it breaks here, confirmed above this downward sloping resistance line. And also the RSI, yeah, so we basically got our pump here already based on the RSI, the 51%. That was happening, I think that was actually today. Let's have a look at it. Was that here in today's move? Yeah, that was in today's move. So yeah, today's move is the pump of the 51%. And then look how high it went, 10% to the upside. So these moves are really powerful once the RSI is getting over 51%. That's why I'm always looking out for it, since I noticed it. And you should also pay attention when you see stuff like this. So if you want to look at another immediate target, then here $8.12 will be one, because here you can see we have a W shape, and look where the target is, $10.84. Just let me show you here, W shape. Once we are breaking this downward sloping resistance line, $8.12 will be the next imminent target. But I believe we're going to see here a small rejection and go a little bit sideways, and then we break above it. And then again, sideways, maybe under it again, up, and then all the way up. And then once that happened, we almost are then about to go into price discovery. And then we have to look like this for next targets, the Fibonacci extension tool. And I believe in the next coming weeks, we are going all the way up here to the golden ratio, the 1.65, 1.618 to $14.60, $14.86. So, and if you would trade it from where it is now, which is just slightly above the other golden ratio, so there is roughly a 100% move to the upside. So, but here I would wait for a retracement before entering this. I would wait until we break the downward sloping resistance line. So, and we are about to break it. I would wait for it. And then you wait for a pump to the upside, then a retest of that line, and that becomes your entry. And if it then goes back to the upside, fine. If not, then you have a stop loss, let's say down here at $6.64. Yeah, so that is roughly a 4% stop loss. On 5x leverage would be 20%, but it's worth the risk, you know. So if it goes to $14.68, that would be a 500% gain against a 20% stop loss, which is absolutely fine. Then on RNDR, we have here an upward sloping support line that we are respecting right now. Also here, we just crossed above 51%. That coin moved also, I think, 12-13% today overall. Yeah, even more, 14.55% in total. And here also, here's the downward sloping resistance line that I'm watching. Kind of like this. And here, same thing. If it breaks that line, that becomes a potential new long entry for you to trade this to the upside. And here also, there is a target of, let me see, all the way up here. Yeah, from $3.02, that would be an imminent target. And then above that, I would kind of like use that here, $4.03. That would be your next target afterwards. So if you would trade it from here, that is already like almost 30%. And then all the way to $4, it's like 76%. Again, small amount of leverage, 5% leverage on it, 150%, 380% on this coin here. And when you look again on the weekly chart, then you see this coin has not even started yet, you know. So here the stochastic RSI has still to touch the bottom and give a buy signal and flip then to the upside while the price is going up. So, but I just see here something else that I potentially not really like, and that is that the normal RSI is, it's kind of okay. It's just at 58%, so there's also some more room. But I think this one here might go a little bit through the sideways on the weekly. So that might take 6 to 8 weeks to play out, in my opinion, unless the dominance drops like crazy while Bitcoin is not doing anything. So here, $4 I would be a little bit careful with, but $3, yes, $3 is definitely in the cards when I just look what the chart is presenting here. But again, the downward sloping resistance line has to be broken and confirmed broken. Then we're going to see that move here to the upside. Guys, that's it for today's episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments below if you are taking these trades, and also post your results in the free Telegram group, or message me or my team that we posted for you. And let me know in the comments if I should talk more about trades that we can take together on altcoins, because I really believe that altcoins will melt faces in the next coming weeks, while Bitcoin will not go up as much as it did now over the last couple of days. Make sure that you smash off the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you then again. tomorrow.